Welcome back to ITF board questions part 3. So here we have a question that we have to solve for x. So let us start solving this. So here sine inverse 1 minus x minus 2 sine inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So what we can do here is, so let us consider sine inverse 1 minus x is equal to pi by 2 plus 2 times of sine inverse x. So here we will consider this sine inverse x as, say, like t. So sine inverse of 1 minus x is equal to pi by 2 plus 2 times of t. So we get 1 minus x is equal to sine pi by 2 plus 2t. So that is nothing but 1 minus x is equal to cos 2t. Cos 2t is equal to 1 minus x. So this can be written in terms of sine also again. 1 minus x is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square t. So here we get 1 minus x is equal to 1 minus, see, we have written sine inverse x is equal to t, right? So what is x is equal to sine t then? So I can replace this sine square as 2t square, right? You can replace this, sine t as x. I can replace as x square. So now we get a quadratic equation 2x square minus x is equal to 0. So x common, 2x minus 1 equal to 0. X is equal to either 0 or x is equal to 1 by 2, right? So there are two values for x, but then we have to substitute and check whether it is going to satisfy or not. So let us substitute sine inverse. So the question is sine inverse 1 minus half minus 2 sine inverse half, whether it is equal to pi by 2, we have to check. So sine inverse half minus 2 times of sine inverse half is nothing but minus sine inverse half, that is not equal to pi by 2. Now let us substitute 0 also. Sine inverse of 1 minus 0 minus 2 times of sine inverse 0 is equal to pi by 2 minus 0, so pi by 2. So the value of x is only x is equal to 0 and not x is equal to 1 by 2. So we have to conclude like this. So moving to the next question, we have sine inverse of x plus sine inverse of 1 minus x is equal to cos inverse of x. So this is our next question. Let us try to solve this. So we know that sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. So we can replace this cos inverse of x as sine inverse of x plus sine inverse of 1 minus x is equal to pi by 2 minus sine inverse of x, right? After that, again we will replace this one as t. So okay, we'll consider this sine inverse of x is equal to t plus sine inverse of 1 minus x is equal to pi by 2 minus t. So we get 2t, pi by 2 minus 2t. You can write sine inverse of 1 minus x is equal to pi by 2 minus 2t. So 1 minus x is equal to sine of pi by 2 minus 2t. So which is going to be cos 2t 1 minus x. Again, what is cos 2t? What we know, 1 minus x is equal to, cos 2t can be written as 1 minus 2 sine square t, and it's clear that sine t is equal to x. Sine t is equal to x. We will replace it there. 1 minus 2 x square, 1 minus x here. So again 2x square minus x is equal to 0. X is going to be 0 comma 1 by 2. Again we are going to substitute and check whether it is getting satisfied. So let us substitute. Sine inverse of 0 plus sine inverse of 1 is equal to cos inverse of 0. So this becomes 0 plus pi by 2, that is not equal to pi. So 0 is not going to satisfy here. So next case, sine inverse of 1 by 2 plus sine inverse of 1 minus 1 by 2 is again half, is equal to cos inverse of half. So this is going to be pi by 6 plus pi by 6, that is equal to pi by 3. So here the x value is equal to half and x is not equal to 0. So we have to conclude like this. And moving to the next question, we have sine inverse 4x plus sine inverse 3x is equal to minus pi by 2. So this is our question. So here we can treat this one as sine inverse 4x is equal to minus pi by 2 minus sine inverse 3x. So in this case 4x is equal to cos 4x is equal to sine, this minus we will take out, sine pi by 2 plus sine inverse 3x. So we get minus of cos of sine inverse 3x is equal to 4x. Now what we can do is, let us go for the angle. We will consider this one as theta. So sine inverse 3x is equal to theta. So 3x is equal to sine theta. So sine theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. And here we are going to get the adjacent, 1 minus 9x square. So 4x is equal to minus cos of cos inverse root of 1 minus 9x square. So this is going to be 4x is equal to minus root of 1 minus 9x square. Just square on both sides. Square on both sides. You get 16x square is equal to 1 minus 9x square. So 25x square is equal to 1. X square is going to be 1 by 25 and x is equal to plus or minus 1 by 5. Now let us substitute and check which one is getting satisfied. So sine inverse 4 by 5. So case 1 we are taking 1 by 5. Sine inverse 4 by 5 plus sine inverse 3 by 5, whether it is equal to pi by 2, whether it is equal to minus pi by 2. It is not satisfying this condition. Why? Because sine inverse 4 by 5 plus sine inverse 3 by 5 is not leading to minus pi by 2. Whereas let's take case 2, which is minus 1 by 5. sine inverse minus 4 by 5 plus sine inverse minus 3 by 5, it is equal to minus 5 by 2. See here, very simple, both are positive. Positive numbers will not be equal to minus 5 by 2. That's a simple reason. So, and you can convert, if you convert this one as cos, if you convert this one as cos inverse 4 by 5, that is equal to pi by 2. If you add them, if you add these two things, it is equal to pi by 2. Whereas here what you can do, you can take minus out, sine inverse 4 by 5, and this one can be replaced as cos inverse 4 by 5, and put together you can write minus of pi by 2. So this one is pi by 2, and put together it is minus pi by 2. We have to find the simplest form of this. So let us consider first tan inverse of root of 1 plus x minus root of 1 minus x into divided by 1 plus x plus root of 1 minus x. So we are going to rationalize. If you rationalize, you get 1 plus x minus root of 1 minus x divided by root of 1 plus x minus root of 1 minus x. So this is going to be tan inverse of, so it is a minus b, again it is a minus b, but in the denominator it's a plus b, and here a minus b. So in the numerator you get a minus b the whole square, so I can write 1 plus x plus 1 minus x, then minus 2 root of 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x minus 1 plus x. So this is what I'm going to get. You have to multiply and do. So here you can easily cancel plus x and minus x, and here you can cancel plus 1 and minus 1. And if you add them, you get tan inverse of 2 times of 1 minus root of 1 minus x square divided by 2x. So now for further simplification, you can cancel 2. Now we have to think for what we can give for x. So tan inverse of 1 minus, see, this 1 minus x square can be put as root of 1 minus sine square theta divided by sine theta. So you get tan inverse of 1 minus cos theta divided by sine theta. So 1 minus cos theta is nothing but tan inverse of 2 sine square theta by 2 divided by 1 minus cos 2 theta can be written as 2 sine square theta by 2 divided by 2 times of sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So here we'll get tan inverse of sine theta by 2 by cos theta by 2, where you can cancel 2 square and the sine, right? So we get tan inverse of tan theta by 2, so which is equal to theta by 2. Now we have considered x is equal to sine theta, so theta would be sine inverse x. So we have half sine inverse x, but this could be proved for cos also. So what we know that sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. It's a property. I just wanted you to multiply by multiply by half here as well as here. So what you get, sine inverse half of sine inverse can be written as pi by 4 minus half cos inverse x, right?